All right, y'all. I got a couple minutes before I gotta go into work. Um, I didn't feel like defining my curls, so yes, I got my little George Jefferson. George Jefferson little fro. I don't give a damn though. Healthy hair over looks. I'm just playing. Um, my shit's soft as motherfucker though. That's all I know. Anyway, let me get to the point. So I just got this download though, y'all, and Spirit was like, tell my people that some of them just do not know how big you all, are going to be, how big you're going to become, etc., etc. Like, and I don't just mean in the sense of, just attaining fame and glory and all of that for all of the wrong and selfish and minuscule and just lack of some substance, kind of way. Like, that is not the concept behind why a lot of you are going to be receiving such level of success. See, there's about to be and it's already occurring, and that's basically what I was displaying in describing in the video where I was talking about how the chosen ones are the new celebrities. Well, there's about to be like a flip-flop, like a reversal. Like, all the high-vibing and thriving individuals, those of whom will know what to do with said presence, would know what to do with said likeness, would use their likeness for the right reasons, would use their platforms for the right reasons, and not the wrong ones. As with the current state of affairs and the current so-called celebrities and things such as that, like what they display and exude outwardly to us is not, on a collective and worldwide level, it is not helping the masses forward. It's not helping us heal. It's not helping us get to, the next phase and stage of our evolutionary process. And this is why Spirit wants me to let a lot of you know that this is where you come in at. Y'all had to kick my damn leg up like lead ass. I'm just saying. But now that actually was comfortable though. Shit, I gotta bend my damn knees. Shit, I'm 31 now. I gotta bend my knees. Anyway, back to the point, y'all. Excuse me. I'm gonna let this keep on rolling though. But yeah, that's why a lot of you are being reminded of, not only your dominion, not only your position, but what's like, I'm hearing it and I'm seeing it like quickly coming in. Like, this is something that is about to be huge. Like, I don't know, whatever you're meant to do specifically, like there's like, you're going to be a part of the other, like our brothers and sisters, our other chosen collective, our other, divine feminine and divine masculine, brothers and sisters of light, love, healing, empathy, and so on and so forth. So associated with this energy, I also received like something to do with you being prepared. Like, a lot of you, even since you were a child, you had gone through just high levels of like bullying, high levels of targeting, high levels of gang stalking, high levels of just being excluded, just always being the topic or the butt of someone's joke, always being seen as odd or weird or things like that. That was all a part of the divine plan, so that you would lose the fear of being perceived. Because there's a lot, I don't know, I also seen some other creators talk about this, but I also want to, just kind of piggyback on that topic really quickly and add that into this. But basically, like, there's going to be a lot of people, past, present, near future, whatever, that are going to come out, because they're going to be so angry that it was you. They're going to be so mad that, damn, I had a connection with this person at one point. I had access to this person at one point. I was in this person's presence at one point, and I took them for granted. And this is what they've become. This is who they are. This is what they've had waiting for them, so on and so forth. But there are going to be some energies that are going to come out and try again to target you, bully you, smear your name, but you've gone through it already. You're well equipped, well endowed, and experienced to handle these things. But the difference is you're going to have a team. Spirit is building and preparing a team of people. I'm hearing like spiritual colleagues, spiritual lawyers, spiritual advisors, spiritual judges, spiritual attorneys, and so on and so forth, spiritual security detail, and so on and so forth, to where none of those things that these people are trying to do will have the impact that they are seeking to have on you. Like, because you've been through it all before. Like, you all used to go through cyberbullying where people, would bully you online and talk crap about you online and create all these rumors about you online, all this gossip online. And you've been through that before. You've gone through all of the different levels and tiers and tactics of the enemy. So you're fully equipped. You're fully aware of how to handle this energy, So irregardless of all that, this is just a reminder that, your time is, not only is it here, but just be prepared for, the continued works of the enemy. Those who are going to be upset, or those who, people will try to do it for clout, people will try to do it for money. But this ain't like it was in the early 2000s or 90s where, family members can come forth and people be willing to pay them hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. People aren't going for that in this new, like I said, in this new world, in this new elevation period that we're going into, that we're creating actually within our own energy. Like, it's not going to work. None of the tactics will work. So anything that these people will try to do, just know that, again, it will backfire and there will be consequences to their actions. Like, this isn't just, like, people have to understand, like, yes, you can have a difference of opinion, or you can have you say what you want, freedom of speech, but there's also different laws that prohibit these people from doing whatever they were able to get away with in your past. So if they try to come against you, like whether online or try to dox you or, whatever they try to do, just know that it's already uncovered. Like any plans that these people have just been thinking in their minds, because they know you're about to make it. These people know it. They know you're about to make it big, and that's what they're afraid of, because they know that even with everything that they had put you through, even after all of the jackets and all of the titles that they tried to project onto you to keep their own true energy and cloaked and their unclean hands hidden, but everything's coming out to the surface and everything's being exposed. But just know that this is your warning and this is your reminder, that you've gone through the pit before, you've gone through the fire, you've risen time and time again, you've died time and time again, you've rebirthed time and time again. There's nothing that these enemies can do to stop what God is about to unfold in your life, present time and moving forward and beyond, until the end of your life, period. You were meant to be highly esteemed. I'm hearing you are meant to be a household name, because there's a specific mission that you have. This could be an organization, a nonprofit, something that you're going to do that these so-called celebrities, they never thought to do it. These so-called people that got all these millions of dollars, all these billions of dollars, so-called, all this fame, all this fortune, but they never thought to do what you're about to do, what God called you to do, what was placed on your heart to do. Why do you think these energies are so mad? Because they no longer have this pure energy to siphon. They no longer have the ability to not only silence you, but to encourage you to hide yourself and shrink yourself just for the comfortability of them. But again, nonetheless, just know that your heyday is here, okay? You are the chosen one. You are the creator. You are a god. You are a goddess. You have a purpose. You have a mission. And it's time to fulfill it.